What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Shasta Speaks, honey, where we discuss a little bit of everything over here, honey. The hot topics, what's going on some of these reality TV shows, what's going on in the news, just everything, just everything. It's a vibe. If I feel like talking about it, I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, so. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, honey. You never know what you're gonna get over here. Okay, it could be any topic. That's what we gonna start doing. It's just whatever I'm feeling like talking about, what's going on in the news, what's going on some of these reality shows. Um, yeah, I'm gonna hop on here and I'm gonna you know talk about it. And I hope you guys drop down in the comments and you talk about it and let me know what you're thinking. And so like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And so, those who have already subscribed, I really, 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 really appreciate it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, okay, to come on over here. Um, I want to talk about tonight's episode of Married to Medicine. And also the grand dame herself, Karen Hooger, in these 4 DUIs that have not been confirmed. Child, listen, it's too much. It's too much. But as always, all things discussed on this channel are alleged. They are in my very own opinion, and they are definitely for entertainment purposes only. Okay? So, listen. I was looking at tonight's episode of Married to Medicine mostly because I wanted to see the aftermath of all the stuff that went down last week on the beach when Phaedra got into it with Apollo and his wife Shireen, which in hindsight that whole thing was stupid because Apollo and Shireen are now going through a divorce because allegedly Apollo was putting her head between the wash and the dryer. So Shireen, if Apollo was doing all that to you, what you was sitting up on Married to Medicine for with him trying to approach his ex-wife? That's so very strange to me at this point because it's kind of like, what? The second thing is Shireen was the mistress from Real Housewives of Atlanta that Apollo was cheating on Phaedra with. Just pitiful. This is why I feel like Dr. Hadlish, I can't even say it, Dr. Hadlish. I was trying to say it the right way and see how my mouth wouldn't even formulate it to say it right because it knew I needed to say hellish because that's what she act like. And if she start acting that name that she done gave herself or whatever, then maybe she'll get called there. But honey, Dr. Hellish, girl, you caused all that chaos. All of that damn chaos. But anyway, in tonight's episode though, we saw where Dr. G and Sweet Tea went back home early. They left just like Phaedra left. And they were back in Atlanta. And there was a scene with them in the kitchen talking about what had happened. And Dr. G had made a comment that, if it wasn't for something, that it probably would have been some kind of fight to the death or something like that. Which, what, Dr. G? Because I can't even see that Dr. G would have been even able to handle King, is what I'm trying to tell you. Dr. G, stop. Just stop. But anywho, and Sweet Tea, being the loving, supportive young wife that she is to Dr. G, was like, well, it wasn't finna be all that. I don't think it was finna be all that, And he asking her why, pretty much, and this and that. And she's pretty much, she done told him, well, because she was there. And he like, what was you gonna do? And she starts talking about her military training and, that she would have, that she went to, I think she said, to the Air Force, and she's been trained in combat and this and that. And he done called this girl naive. And apparently her saying what she said somehow or another triggered that man. The fact that he got triggered like that is concerning. That's concerning, especially when he walked off and he went upstairs and she went on up there too. And they was in the bedroom. Y'all know how these folks love shutting these doors on these reality shows, and the camera people could just keep on rolling. And she in there telling him to be quiet, and he keep telling her he don't know who she thinks she talking to, and keeps telling her it's her fault. And he done told her to quit saying stupid stuff, and she won't get the reaction she getting. Listen, verbal abuse is a very real thing. Now, I'm not trying to say that Sweet Tea is getting verbally abused. I'm not trying to say that, but I am saying it is a thing. In that moment, for me, I could hear that by him calling her naive, I think he thinks the age difference that they have makes her inferior to him. That's what I'm gonna say. And he feels like he almost, I don't know if it's like a father complex or whatever, but then I feel like it gives, because he's a psychiatrist, he's a doctor, this and that. I always feel like doctors always feel like they're the smartest people in the room. And that's neither here nor there, but I'm just saying, I always feel like they are the smartest people in the room. And I could definitely tell that Greg definitely thinks that Sweet Tea is inferior to him as a man, maybe as a doctor. And I'm just curious, if he talked to her and he knew that camera was rolling, he talked to her like that, baby, it ain't no telling what happens in that house when that camera ain't rolling. And you could tell in the way that she kept the same tone, didn't go up, didn't go down with him. She was trying to de-escalate the situation, because I think she was trying to keep that from being on camera. Because if you watch this show from the beginning, from back when Dr. G and Quab were together, then you know that this is the same behavior Dr. G had with Quab. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now he is talking in that manner, in that tone, to Sweet Tea. And it's like, wow, this is who he is. And I want, and the sad part about it is, I think this is not new for Sweet Tea. The way she was trying to get him to hush, I think she was trying to make it like, again, she knew them cameras were still rolling, because she know them cameras one thing to stop rolling. No, honey, they don't stop. And so when he kept saying, this is your fault, I feel like he was saying, this is your fault. I don't know if he was saying that was her fault about all of it, or if it was her fault for him saying all the things he was saying right then that was being caught on camera. Mm-hmm. All those things that were getting caught on camera. I think he was trying to tell her, this is your fault, that this is going to be exposed now that I'm talking to you like this. Which is so effed up to me. Because honestly, it's his fault that as a whole psychiatrist, you don't know how to talk to your wife in a manner that isn't derogatory like that. You literally told her she was making stupid comments, saying stupid things, and he don't see nothing wrong with it. That's that was just crazy to me. And so I'm gonna say this, sweetie. I know you wanted some access to the money. We all know you want a little access to the money, baby. But all money ain't good money. And if that man talks to you like that on a regular, I'm just saying, if that man talks to you like that on a regular, you need to be figuring out what you gonna do for real, because that ain't cool. That ain't cool. And for him, for Sweetie to be telling him that she didn't want him to call her naive and to stop calling her naive, and he said it, he's very immature. And we all know that Sweetie is this girl's been in the military. Like, that says a lot about her, just by that. Like, she can, she's a strong, independent woman in my eyes. I think she is, I don't want to say she's dumbing herself down, but that's the only word that's coming to mind right now. But this is not a dig to her. I just feel like she's reducing herself to try to be with him, to try to feed his ego, if that makes sense. Because I feel like he's one of those men. He has to have a woman that completely submits to him, and I feel like that's what she's trying to do. And don't get me wrong, I understand the whole submitting to your man. I get that as a woman, and I don't knock that. But what I'm saying is, there is still a certain level of respect that needs to be there, and I just don't feel that it is there now. Maybe something else is going on that we not seeing, but from what was presented, it just seems like there's a missing level of respect there that he should have for her. And he doesn't. She couldn't even state her opinion. It's like he doesn't feel like she's entitled to have an opinion about what went down. um and that she's supposed to be just following the leader. But you see, this is what I always say about you know men who feel like their women should follow them. Are you fit to lead? I don't have no problem with following my man, but he damn sure got to be fit to lead. Because what you're not gonna do is lead me straight off a damn cliff or into a damn brick wall. I'm just saying, that's what you won't do. I'm not just gonna be blindly following you because you the man. No, no, no. Are you fit to lead? And it's looking like he may not. He needs to do some work on himself. He is the same Dr. G that showed up with Quad several seasons ago. That is the same Dr. G. I just mm, mm, mm. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. They said he went to the police when he was sitting there looking when they was riding back to the thing. Um, he looked like he was gonna go to the police. He looked like he knew he was gonna go to the police and try to file a report on King. Then he had that look like he was finna go try to snitch on somebody. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Sweet Tea, girl, uh, mm, listen, let me put it to you this way. You went running down that beach, running towards King. Your husband was running away from King. Put that in perspective for yourself. I'm sure he felt the way in that moment about that. And maybe that's where your training for combat came into play. Y'all run towards the fight, not away from it. Your husband was backing up from King. You ran straight up to King. And trust me when I say he's very upset that you did that, because what he never wanted to do was look embarrassed on TV by his wife. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because um that's a whole topic by itself. Another sweet tea, all money ain't good money, girl. Don't you stay in that thing and let that man do you any kind of way, girl. Don't you do it. All right, moving on. Y'all, the prosecutor on Karen Hooger case, y'all know she getting sentenced on the 26th. I think that's the Wednesday this week. Yeah, I think Karen going to jail. I think they finna try to get Karen some time, honey. The prosecutors asked for at least 6 months. They said this is our fourth DUI, child. This our fourth one. And she ain't never had to go to jail or nothing. Honey, that dang on Robin Dixon was right when she was on there talking and said this was Karen's fourth DUI. I so badly wanted Robin to be wrong because I don't like Robin. I don't like Robin. I don't. However, yes, honey, she was not talking out the side of her neck. She was factual and actual with this one. The damn DA done confirmed it and said this is Miss Hoover's fourth DUI. She needs to be taught a lesson. The DA is even questioning why the timing of Karen's stint at this damn rehab, and said that rehab is pretty much a resort because they ain't not doing massages and getting chefs to cook food and all kind of shit. So this is more like a vacation. And that damn DA is like, B, we don't believe you have been rehabilitated or anything. You need to go down there to the jail for at least 6 months. They wanted to go do at least 6 months. And I am inclined to think that judge might do it, in my opinion. Or put her on some type of strict probation. I just can't, you know what? I love Karen Hooger. Y'all know she gonna be in that new soap opera Beyond the Gate too. It starts it come on tomorrow. I cannot wait to watch it. I ain't been excited about it, so I have not watched a soap opera in years. Baby, I'm gonna be tuned in for this one, and I'm probably gonna be coming on here talking about it because yes, I'm excited. I'm excited. But anywho, I think Karen got too big for her damn britches. Because in them damn videos where she was drunk and she was talking about she was Thomas Jefferson concubine and talking about people was poor and this and this and that, Karen ass got too big for her britches and thought she was untouchable. And they are, I think, finna bring her right on back down to reality and remind her, B, you don't get to run around here, drive drunk, drive into trees and all this other ish. You don't get to do, don't nobody else get to do it, and your ass ain't finna get to do it. And at the end of the day, you listen, we know what she not. No matter what she thinks she is, we know what she not. Karen, I think they're finna teach you a lesson, girl. And at the end of the day, I can't even be mad at them for it because apparently they done gave you 3 other chances to get it together, and you pretty much said, I'm gonna keep getting behind the wheel when I get drunk. All that money you got and you can't call an Uber, a taxi, a Lyft, a friend. Is it true that there was a man in the car with you and that he was driving? Where is he at? Bring him forth. You are looking at jail time, girl. This don't make no sense. But the DA said they wanted to do some jail time. And as much as I like her, I think she might need to go do them 6 months. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this: if she go do them 6 months or whatever it end up being, I bet her ass won't drink no more. I bet she'll be done drinking then. I bet she'll be done drinking then. Because that DA is not playing with her. They calling out all her shit. They realizing what she trying to do. And y'all, when the reunion came, on the first part of the reunion, when she did her little thing and got on there doing a little shout outs and this and that and was trying to talk, she's still on that to my she not an alcoholic, to my she mixed her antidepressants with this damn liquor. But the people say she even trying in this place. She was getting help for trauma she had from being SA'd 42 years ago. 42 years ago. So how long you been getting drunk, Karen? That's the question. So have Karen been getting drunk all her life? But she's saying she's not an alcoholic? I just feel like at the reunion when she was talking, she was still making excuses, and that turned me off because I still wasn't hearing her hope. No accountability, no accountability. And at the end of the day, Karen has got to take accountability to, she's got to admit what she's done. And the fact that she is not taking accountability and she keeps going on record on this TV show, apparently there's going to be some kind of clip next week right before she went into rehab. I wonder if she was drunk then. And I'm going to tell you right now, if that clip come out and that woman was drunk right before she went in rehab, that is not. Karen, get some help and get some help for real. You need some help for real, not no little play. I'm trying to get my time reduced help, but if you got all this trauma you claim you dealing with and this and this and that, girl, get some help for real because this is not a good look. It is not a good look. It's not. And this is from a friend, honey. I love you, Karen Hooker. You are still the grand dame, okay? But you got to go get some help, honey, because, girl, that alcohol taking you down through there. And it's, yeah, you got to go get some help, honey. Well, anyway, that's all I have for tonight, honey. That's all I had. I just want to come on here and talk about those two things. Like I just said, I am going to be watching Beyond the Gates, and I will be recapping that. I surely will. Okay. So again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it, and tell a friend to tell a friend, and I will holler at y'all on the next one.